Alright, guys, we are back for more Dexter. So now we're going to be watching episode 7.
She left us far too soon.
But did she choose to leave, or was she taken out?
Yeah, it's like I said before, the idea that this storyline has nothing to do with, you know, like actual conspiracy theories, things like that, that's going on in real life. I don't think so. Okay. I think there is an actual event that played out kind of like this, right? And I think that's what they are essentially talking about, right?
Fresh air's really helping out his asthma, huh?
This all looks so damn good, it's making me remember why I wasn't always a vegan. May I?
Couldn't have picked a better time to indulge, please. I sourced the meat myself from Maison Barreau in Paris. But the real jewel here is the Iranian beluga. Say what you will about their politics. Nobody.
So I got a feeling this is where Dexter's gonna slip up and they're gonna start noticing that something's wrong. That's what I.
Show and tell. Shit.
It's a Christmas present from the kids. That's it. There we go.
So who's going to the top of the list now? Is it going to be this guy or the other guy or both? I think it's both, right? So if he knows both of those twins are operating on the same level, right? That means it's only a matter of time before those nice people are put in jeopardy and get caught in the crossfire with all of this crap. That's not okay.
He's going to kill this woman on camera, and I have to sit here with these monsters while they enjoy every fucking minute of it.
Hey, on your left.
He is gonna take all of them out. Okay. And so far we've only seen a kill with two people at the same time, I think. I don't think we've ever seen more than that. This season might do something quite a bit different. We might get, several kills all at once, is what we might have. You know what? I think that's even better because monsters like this should have a moment to reflect and think about the decisions they made, right? I think that's what needs to happen. This is, this reminds us why we root for Dexter. Okay. Dexter does the same stuff, but at least he's trying to only take out bad people.
Are you okay?
Oh, my front tire! It hit something. It's my leg.
This is just hard to watch, and it just really. I really hate it when people use tactics like this, because it starts to make people get to a point to where they stop wanting to help anyone because they're afraid of stuff like this happening. Okay, that's why this is so horrible, to go around doing stuff like
They tell me anything I want to know.
this. So, I think they're going to figure him out right now, and he's going to have a big problem.
It's like this guy, Red Schmidt, is constantly managing the dark passenger and holding him back.
So, I don't think this is working at all.
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard. At no point in your rambling, incoherent response were you even close to anything that could be considered a rational thought. Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it. I award you no points, and may God have mercy on your soul.
Show, not tell. Okay? Dexter doesn't have anything to show. That's the problem. And that's what I think's getting ready to come. Is, okay, where's the footage? We want to see you actually doing.
Do you seriously believe that the security cameras just happened to go down on mere cell?
No way. Like I said, this mirrors real life way too much. Okay? Like, I think they, heard the stories about all this stuff. Then they're like, let's weave that into our show. It's kind of like South Park, right? And, of course, it's not like exactly like South Park, because South Park just went like all in, right? They're only weaving in like one element that a lot of people are familiar with. Okay.
Mia LaPierre's prints are on all of the trophies the authorities discovered at her rental. Except one.
Let me guess. The watch.
I've seen people speculating about how this is going to end for Batista. Okay. I really hope they're wrong. But we've seen this happen time and time again in this show. And I think it's time for a change. You know what I'm saying? I think it's time for Dexter to have to go on the run and get a new identity. And then we can still have like the main cast, like investigating, trying to figure out where he is, trying to figure out maybe what identity he's using now. I think that would be a really interesting like plot, to go through like an entire season of just Dexter being on the run, getting different identities and trying to cover his tracks. I think that'd be pretty interesting.
Your share was spectacular.
Oh, okay.
Your share today reminded me that there are still some things to discover on this journey.
So here's what I'm wondering. Okay, is Prater on the list? It kind of seems like he would be, because he does seem to be a psychopath, but he's never acted on it from what we're seeing. Okay, so that's a question, right? I think ultimately, someone like Prater, you have to assume, has it in him to do something like that, to actually go out and take people out, but I don't know. That is a interesting question. What is Dexter's approach going to be with someone like Prater, who hasn't actually killed anyone? At least not yet. Uh-oh, what's getting ready to happen?
They say twins can feel each other's pain. Is that true? Did you feel a sting in your chest last night? Around 8:20?
Why?
Because that's when I stabbed your brother in the chest. Did you feel a hot flash when I threw his body in the furnace?
What in the world? This is quite the gamble right here, because I don't really think the secret of, I'm a twin, and my twin is doing the same thing that I'm doing. I don't think that would be a huge issue for Prater, right? So I think this secret that he's letting out now is a lot worse. I think there's a chance he could just go to Prater and be like, hey, look, we got a problem.
I couldn't.
I was not expecting that to happen like right now. That is crazy. So that means Rapunzel is now at the top of the list. Okay. This is kind of like Final Destination. Okay. Who's at the top of the list? And it's Rapunzel. And who's left after that, right? So now, when he takes out Rapunzel, he just says, well, the other twin did it. Okay.
My mom was murdered and I killed my dad.
Welcome to the Collings College of Criminology. Right this way.
Okay, so that explains the joke. Because I was wondering, I was like, what kind of a sick prank is that? You know what I'm saying? So I guess it makes sense. Because I didn't know before what type of college he's trying to go to, right? Okay. Here we go.
And also Mr.
Batista. He was a good guy. Kind of spiraled when he found out his partner was the Bay Arbor butcher. Yeah, everybody had to work hard to move on. But some just couldn't.
So I think this is going to create a huge rift between Dexter and Harrison. Probably a permanent, right? Because one thing that really bothers Harrison is when good people get in the way and then they become expendable, right? So he's now throwing Batista under the bus, which is a horrific thing.
You think I'm just gonna back off? Let you get away with what you did to Maria and Dokes? Deb?
True. He's not wrong, and you know it. Put something in there. What is it? Probably a recorder, right? Or a tracker. You gotta be smarter than this, Dexter. You gotta be smarter than that. Okay, so it's a tracker. The same way Dokes caught it. You know what I'm saying?
Surprise, motherfucker.
So that's really interesting. But I wonder, where's Dexter gonna go that's gonna give Batista some actual evidence so they can arrest him? Okay, so I really like the ending sequence that they're doing, right? Really interesting stuff. I feel like him taking out members of this group is happening a lot faster than I thought it would. Like every episode, it seems like he's taking out somebody from this group or turning them in. You know what I'm saying? So, really interesting stuff we got. So, alright, that's it for now, y'all.